All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George "Rush" Saint-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George Saint-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George Saint-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George Saint-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
George "Rush" Saint-Pierre, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. Well, it took him just over a year on the UFC roster to realize a piece of this UFC middleweight championship. He is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, a guy you tried to bring in to emulate John Jones back in the day.
Absolutely. You knew right away when you watched Israel fight that he has an ability to fight in so many different ways. If he's coming to play a part, he's going to play that part better than anyone else you can find.
Yeah.
It's because of the adaptability. It's his ability to change the way that he's fighting based on his opponent. In the Derek Brunson fight, he did a lot of kneeing because he knew Brunson was going to wrestle him. But in the fight against Kelvin Gastelum was a lot of punches and kicks because the wrestling threat was not so great. You gotta have that if you hope to compete and stay atop your division for a long time.
Israel Adesanya set to go for our co-main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, George "Rush" Saint-Pierre. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, well, there's nothing quite like a George Saint-Pierre fight. I mean, how about the decibels in this building? As my man Joe Rogan might say, it is deafening in here. I can hear the Canadians from the rooftop. George Saint-Pierre's competing tonight, folks. There's no doubt about it. That kick blocked by George Saint-Pierre. Lands a big right hand early. Nice head kick gets to it. Beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya.
Pretty good jab there by Adesanya. Oh, going for the takedown here. Superman punch now. 2 minutes have expired in our opening round. Now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Oh, no. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Oh, he's got the core locked in. Wow, somehow, some way, he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Making all these shots count. Beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
He did a fantastic job recognizing, man, I have got to get on the offense. From bottom to top to dominant position. What a great job.
Saint-Pierre's in half guard. 30 seconds now to go in round one. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by George Saint-Pierre. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Points out for the end of round one. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Adesanya's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now. Oh!
Massive left hand. All right, so there it is with the punch. One thing to have a reach advantage, another too important. Hard shots landing on both sides here. GSP gets touched by that leg kick attempt. Circling towards the left now.
Oh, high kick.
Throwing that jab, no good. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, so the title fighter lands a flush knee. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
That was a slick transition.
Saint-Pierre's trying to lock up on a submission now.
That's in pretty deep.
Oh, looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission. And now he's got the back. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by GSP. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Jonathan, he just gets up.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by George Saint-Pierre. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
This is where he wants to be.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
10 minutes in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, there's the end of the round. So it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. There is his hands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got to hit very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Just missed with the leg kick.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick. Beautiful level change.
North-south position now.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
And very effective with the ground and pound. Well, Saint-Pierre's back to the north-south.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Well, the ground and pound.
Oh, Kimura attack. Yup.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Adesanya's now dealing with a cheek cut. Lands the ground and pound strike.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently. And the fighters are inverted now on the ground.
Well, a headhunter he is not. Beautifully done as he attacks the body yet again.
I mean, John, to have a guy live in a game plan and use it so effectively is very surprising. But with this guy, he's so smart. He's so disciplined. You kind of expect things out of the norm. Tonight, we see a body attack that we haven't seen in the octagon before.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
Ready to fight. Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Adesanya.
He's doing a great job of recognizing that he's damaging his opponent, and he keeps going to that spot.
Like that.
Oh, big ground strikes continue to land. All right, this position now, Saint-Pierre's trying for a submission here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Oh, good work here to the body by Adesanya. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not...
All right, pausing the action here, and if you're the referee, you had to do it, right? The cut on the cheek, not in a terrible place, but a whole lot of blood coming down.
And every time he gets hit, there's just blood flying out of that cut. It's a massive cut on the cheek, and the swelling that is starting to form on this guy's face is like nothing I've seen for a while. Doctor
taking a close look, and despite all the damage, it appears as though he will allow the athlete to continue, at least for now.
Ready to fight. Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination. The determination is, get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly...
Oh, my God.
How about these two going at it? Saint-Pierre goes in for the takedown now, and he's able to get it. Beautiful entry there, and a wise move, given how things were playing out on the field.
Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
Oh, another blow lands on the cut. Critical situation now. He's a bloody mess. Saint-Pierre's got an arm. Looks like he's trying to lock up a Kimura. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Slips that left hand.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
Adesanya's cheek is just pouring blood all over his face, all over the canvas. That gash is terrible, so bad, we might even get a stoppage here. We'll see. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down.
changing the position.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Now he's going full mount.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Oh, my goodness, I think he might have it. Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see anymore.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it's getting a bit uncomfortable. You have a fighter who's clearly outmatched, and his corner will not save him. This is crazy. Massive shot from the top.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Takes his back now. One minute to go in the fight. Saint-Pierre's back in full mount.
I need you to fight back.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Oh, he got to his spot.
20 seconds to go in the fight.
Fight back.
Great shot from the top position.
All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-45, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, George Rush Saint-Pierre.
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George Saint-Pierre. No surprise as these scorecards are rendered GSP across the board by decision.
Most times when George Saint-Pierre walks to the center of the octagon to get the decision read, he is sure that he has done enough to win the fight. Tonight, that was the case as he wins.